glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, he knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go on the attack first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there. Running inside, it's Williams.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looks as if he's going to run it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Right back to the well. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the red zone, it's Mobley. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Second down coming up. They'll go right back to the run. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Got his man. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Looking to fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got it down the field. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in second and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Hit as he throws. Makes a connection. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The short hands, it's Ship. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's the pressure, and it's a sack.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. The run inside. It's Williams. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's got an open man. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Here's Carr to throw. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the air, it's Edwards. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The give to the lone running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Oh, he makes the catch. Jukes his way for more. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, North Carolina! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr. Lets it fly on the move. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unleashes one. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Throwing, Carr. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Carr. Complete to Williams over the middle. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Thurman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Kick is in the air. Catches it at the 15. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Snagged out of the air. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Wants to go right back downfield. throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keeps it on the option. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Wolverines, looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt. Now back to your game in Chapel Hill. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As always, Holly keeping an eye on the injuries. What's the latest?
Guys, I caught up with the Fighting Irish head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Delay of game of offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught him.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Carr rushes on him. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he got loose. Caught, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Pressure coming, trying to get away. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the...
Grabs it! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And that one will put them up here in the second half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. Waldo, you got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Backed up now, here's second and long. Just feeds the running back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Play action, Carr. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's an interesting call going play action on third and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game.
That makes the score Notre Dame 21, North Carolina 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Running inside, it's Hall. Defense not budging, he's still able to get 2 to the 29. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 93 on to kick it away.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Mobley. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
At the 43-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
Here's Carr to throw. That's caught. It's Mobley. And he slips the 1st defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Keeps it himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Edwards. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to set up the screen.
And when you're trailing by a couple of possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's French. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout called by the defense, 2:09 remaining on the clock. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They'll use a timeout here, 2:06 remaining on the clock. Of course, it stops again at the 2-minute mark. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout on the field. 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. Looking for a crease. It's Mobley. This time they get him in the backfield and they take back what he got on the previous play. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.